Hi, this is Darren from RAC Training, and today I'm going to show you how to field strip a semi-automatic pistol. Today I've got my Beretta APX. So the first thing we always do when we're handling our firearms is to make sure that they are unloaded. So we're going to remove the magazine first by pushing the magazine release button. Set that aside. I'll rack the slide 3 times to make sure that there are no rounds in the chamber. Then I will lock the slide open by pushing the slide lock button here up when I slide the slide back until it gets to that point, which will lock the slide open. I look into the magazine well, there's nothing there. I visually inspect and physically inspect the chamber to make sure that there's no round loaded in the chamber. And at this point, I'm going to let the slide down by pulling back on the slide a little bit, and the button deactivates, and so the slide goes back forward. Now on the Beretta, there is something called the striker deactivation button, and it's on this side of the pistol. Instead of pulling the trigger, you can deactivate the striker because at this point it is cocked. So what I will do is pull back on the slide just a little bit and push on this button right here with my punch. If you don't have a punch, you can use a ballpoint pen. So I just pull back just a little bit on the slide, and you'll hear a click when I push it in. So now the striker has been deactivated. So when you pull on the trigger, nothing happens. Okay. So this has a takedown lever right here. We'll rotate that down 90 degrees till it's pointed downwards. But in order to move the takedown button on the Beretta, we have to push in on this button located on the other side. So as I'm pushing in on that button, you'll see the takedown lever comes out just a little bit, and that lets you rotate it down, and you'll notice that as soon as I did that, the slide became loose. Just slide it right off the frame, and we're done with the frame now. To further disassemble the slide, we have to take out the guide rod assembly, which is this part right here. It's loaded under tension. That spring is keeping it in place by being placed against the barrel cam lug right here. And it is a captured spring, so the spring's not going to go flying when you take it out, but you do have to put a little tension on the assembly in this direction to get it to come loose of the barrel cam lug. So pull it forward a little, and it just pops right out. And to get the barrel out, it's quite easy. Here you'll see the ejection port. You can just put your finger on that and push up just a little bit, and the barrel slides right out. So at this point, you're fully disassembled. You don't have to disassemble the slide any further to clean it. You can use gun parts cleaner in there, brushes, and clean that out nice. You can clean your barrel. You can clean your guide rod assembly. And when you're all done cleaning it, the proper way to put it back is in the reverse order. So we take our slide, we hold our barrel, we put it down through the hole in the end of the slide, and then just tip it backwards, and it slides right into place. You'll notice on the guide rod assembly that there is one end that is smaller than the other. It's the small end that goes into the slide right here. There's a hole right under the barrel. So you put that in there. You put a little pressure on the guide rod assembly, and it pops right down into that barrel cam lug. And now it's together, it's secured, and it's ready to go onto the frame. So now you'll see that on the back of the slide, there are a couple of channels built into the slide, and there are a couple of rails on the frame that slide right into those channels. You might have to wiggle it just a tiny bit to get it to go on smoothly. And now all I need to do is rack the slide, and when I do, the takedown lever will pop back into place under tension, and the pistol will be fully assembled again. So there you have it. Now it's fully assembled. We check our operation. We always make sure that it's pointed in a safe direction to make sure that the trigger is working. The trigger is working, and therefore our Beretta APX has been field stripped for cleaning and is now reassembled and ready to go. I hope this video was helpful, and we'll see you next time.